Oh yeah, let's go. The Omni Terminator Carbon Edition. So it's the all, as you can see, the all black version, carbon fiber version. And it's nothing like in a new RC. The bottom accents are pretty sick. Like on the bottom, it has this cool little design and all that. So 1, 2, 3 seals of approval. Let's slice this bad boy open. Aw, nothing like a new RC car. Exploded parts right there, guys. Look at that. Woo! Yes! Oh my gosh. Look at that. These shocks are actually pretty big. It comes with all this stuff. And look at this controller. This controller is cool too. It even makes a funny noise when you turn it on. You hear that? It sounds like a Pac-Man video game or something. And look at this. It comes with all this stuff like diff cover, like in between the Allen wrench, wheelie bar, extra straps, car charger. Of course, you know, I think the wheelie bar actually goes right here. So you see those 2 holes right there on the back bumper. That's where it connects. So if you look at the wheelie bar, it actually has 2 holes that connect there, which you put right on there. And then it comes with the screws and then the wheel nuts. And then the body, which is pretty cool. And then this thing, it comes with a bunch of stickers too. It comes with this, and I was trying to look to see what it goes on, and I guess it's like for the bumper, so you could like attach it right here like this, so that way you have more protection, kind of like how this one already has it installed. See, like this one, so it's good for the bumper. But these shocks are nice. I mean, they're you know, threaded aluminum, and they look nice because they do match the vehicle with the color components. Sorry guys, I just sneezed like 100 times and I don't know what it is, allergies or whatever. But yeah, and then of course I'm gonna decal this up the way I like it. We'll kind of see how that goes. Yeah, and there's those extra pieces like the wheel nuts, the Allen wrench, and the shims for like your diff. These are like 10th scale size diff cover type metal, you know, components, so it's pretty strong. Comes with an extra pinion to get it up to, I think, about 45 miles per hour if you want to throw that high-speed gear in that motor. And this motor mount setup is easy adjust off, so it's pretty cool. This is like what the tire looks like, and it comes off. You got to put them on yourself, so that's really easily. That's what I meant to say. Oversized gearbox with 10th scale ratio gears assembled, which is pretty cool. Gearbox is huge, so it's more for like, you know, durability. And that's the motor, quick assembled motor module that I'm telling you about. So it's nice and easy to take off and very easy. There's a carbon fiber edition, of course. It's black, as you can see, and I just got to get all those decals on. But as you can see, it's a 45 amp ESC, and then 3S. It comes with a battery, 2200 milliamp. Okay, it's got that large carbon fiber center support drive shaft, so it's like right in the middle. And then of course adjustable motor mount, and then oil filled, of course, and then actually more like a twin vertical plate, but it's pretty cool. And then of course in these arms they have like the carbon fiber too, as you can see there. I don't know if that really helps support it. We'll just have to bash it and try it out. And of course you got your LEDs in the front, which are connected, wired through here, as you can see. So when you power it up, it should look pretty good. So like extra battery straps, some phone spacers with some screws. There's your car charger. Here are all your decals here. And they even give you this like cool little towel you could like take out. It's like a do-rag you could put on your head while you're driving the RC car they give you, which is kind of cool. It says Rlaarlo, and it's got like, yeah, you put in your back pocket while you're driving the RC car or something like that, which is kind of cool. This is a 27 tooth pinion speed for to make the car go at least about 45, and it's easy. 3 screws, as you can see. It comes off really easy. The original's only a 24 tooth, so I'm switching it because I like it to go a little faster. Because you could always have a car go faster, but you have the car slower, then you can't go faster. But if you have it faster, you guys drive it slower, if you know what I mean. Like that little opening where the motor shaft is, so you could just put your thing right in here, see? And then you don't even have to take out the whole motor. Check that out. I stripped the grub screw. It's like perfectly like round. It's not even a hex anymore. So just a heads up, I got the new pinion on there finally, but
be careful. When you take off a grub screw, always heat it first before you even try it, because otherwise you'll do. I got lazy and I thought the Loctite wasn't that tight. They might have put red on there, I don't know. It stripped and it was just a pain in the butt. So hours later, here I am, and I finally got it off with a vice grip and 2 large flathead screwdrivers. Otherwise you have to like Dremel it, align in it, and actually use a flathead to get it off, and which could be a pain with this motor mount, because the motor mount won't come off unless you take the pinion off first, as you can see. All right, so let me show you what I ended up finishing with the stickers and the way I did it. You guys could copy me because I like cars looking a certain way, and I like them keeping them clean. So just to show you a little bit on the transmitter, I'm going to show you how to use the gyro. I'm going to show you what everything means, and I'm going to show you Tom Track's most simplest way. But anyways, here's my sticker setup. I'll show you what I did with my toolbox. So you guys can see I put a couple like this, you know, it looks good like that. So if you want to copy my style with your toolbox when you go out and bash, you can. But these buttons down here, it's reverse, and this is the hybrid button that turns the gyro on and off. But there's a special way to do that. I'm going to show you in a second. So I did put the wheelie bar on. As you guys can see, I added decals this way to make it look all sick like that. As you guys can see, that looks absolutely amazing. I like a little more black. I don't like too many stickers on it. This was already on there, so I added that. But anyways, guys, center differential. I put the 27 tooth speed pinion gear on it, as you saw the other one I stripped. So I like it faster. With the 27 tooth, you're gonna get 45 to 50 miles per hour. With the one that's included, which is a 24 tooth that's already on there that I stripped, you're gonna get about 35 to 40 miles per hour. Okay, I haven't tried it, but that's just my research. I'm gonna verify that later. And then if you want to turn the LEDs lights when it's powered on, all you got to do is push this button right here, the channel 5, and then you can see it turns on like that. That's all it is. So it kind of looks like that MT10E from Team Red Cat. It looks absolutely amazing. Now coming inside the electronics, this is the back. I didn't charge it yet. This is just brand new, so as you guys see how clean it is. But it's already powering on, so I'm gonna run it later. It does have capacitor on there. It looks absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna give you one quick look. I leave the threaded body shocks about that much in the front. And with the gyro, I'm gonna show you the 2 numbers. One is sensitivity of the actual gyro. The other one is the like dual rate, or the amount of the reaction time of the gyro, and I'm gonna show you how to set that on the controller too, so you guys will know how to use it. But I did put the wheelie bar on. It was pretty cool, because I love this car because it does force you to kind of wrench a little bit, which is nothing. You're just putting the wheelie bar on, you're putting the support brace for the back bumper on, and that's about it. But it looks good with them LEDs. And there you go, one last look with the body on. But anyways, guys, what you do with this is you want to power it off first, and you got to get it to unlock. And in order to get it to unlock, after you power it off by holding this a couple seconds and it shut off, you hold this button and then press this button. And then what that'll do is it'll take that lock off so you could get into the gyro mode, okay? And then I'm going to show you how. So first you got to unlock it before you can get into gyro mode. So let me see if I can do this with one hand. So you hold this and then you turn it on. And that's it. Now see, the lock button has disappeared. And this is reverse, and the top one is the normal gyro thing when you do it. And this is the main menu mode. So what you want to do is you want to shut it off. So what you do is you press this button, hold this button, and then turn it on, and then it'll go into gyro mode. And this is what it looks like. So let me shut it off again, and then I'll do it. Oh, and the bottom, I forgot to show you guys the bottom of it. It says tearing up dirt, and it looks absolutely amazing right there too. So that's kind of design. These are 7075 shock towers, or they look, see, 7075 T6, so they're really strong. So this thing is very built. It's very built. It's like a buff ass mini and it's like 16 scale. So just be sure when you go, see, now it looks like that. That's what I did when I went to gyro mode. But what you want to make sure is the car just went flying, because I couldn't do it with one hand. So I did scratch it up. It went flying and it just flew on the floor right there. So when you do this, make sure you power off the car, and then you could still do it. It'd be fine. Or you could just turn the car upside down, because I'm not sure if you need to leave it on. But anyways, that's the mode. So that's what it looks like. So it's on the bottom. You don't want the bottom one like that. So what you want to do is you want to hit this button, and it'll make it non-reverse. What I like to do is I do it at about like 20, 28, or maybe 30. And then I do this one to make, that's 100. You don't want that. You probably want the gyro amount of sensitivity or amount of reaction time, maybe between 60. So I'd probably do like about that much. And when it's on and you hold this button, then it comes on. When you see the antennas like that, that means the gyro's on already. And then if you hold this button, then it cycles between that versus that. So you want it on that one. That's the normal gyro. So say for instance, let me show you guys, if the car is fishtailing like this, like that, you know, so it's fishtailing, it's driving, and say it's starting to turn left, and that means it's kind of fishtailing like that. What happens is the gyro will lean to the right to make these front two wheels kind of go to the right, and that's normal, like what it's for. The gyro is to balance the car, so in case you want to do like a speed run, it'll just like do well, you know what I mean? Anyways, once you're done with that, then all you do is, see, that's a normal setting, so say like 30. I would start with like 20/40, but you could go like 29/61. That's like turning it up. And say you go like 40/70, or say you go like 50/80, you know, because this top number means the sensitivity. This is the amount of sensitivity you want in your gyro. So if you're on the other cars and you're like turning a knob up, or you're going high, the higher the numbers you could go, the more sensitive. So you don't want it too sensitive, otherwise it's always fishtailing. You want it enough where it's like comfortable, like on average what the Traxxas stability management or dynamic stability control is. And once you got it, then you just press this button to save it. So I want it like that. That means it's on and it's normal. So if I hit save, there you go, it's saved. Now it's ready to go. See, so what you do is let's power it on now, and let's power the car on. Hopefully it doesn't go flying. There, it's on now. So as you can see, so the fan's on both the ESC and the motor. And sometimes what I like to do too, to keep these wires from coming out, is I'll like go like this just to kind of hold it, because it keeps staying outside. So when you put the body on like this, it's good to go. Okay, so like that. So it's good to go. So, okay. There you go. And another thing not to remember is, see, after you finish doing all the settings, these are all changed. So you got to change them back. So what I like to do, this is what this means. It's the amount of steering, okay, or the the amount of steering, the dual rate, and this is the throttle rate. So the amount of throttle you have. So you want this 100%. Okay, see how the arrow's on 100%? I leave that. This one, steering rate, you could do 100%. That's the amount of steer it has. So say, for instance, if I have this on 75 and you turn it, see how far the wheels go? But if you have this lower, of course, like this, which is about, you know, between a little past the 25, look now. See, it doesn't go as far, so it's weak. So I always like to turn this all the way up, to be honest with you. I would go about almost to 100. I would do it about there, and I would do the throttle rate, of course, at 100. Now you look, it's all the way. Okay, the gyro's on. See what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when the gyro's on. So the gyro's on now. So you guys saw what my setting is. So I run it about that setting. I'll be like 29, 30 to 60 about there, and it's perfect. Driving that kind of setting is what I believe will be perfect for the car. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully that helped you out with this Rlaarlo Terminator. The ESC is a 60 amp, by the way, because it's the new version, and it has that 3056 motor or whatever. I think that's the right number. But then, anyways, look at my decals, pretty dope, eh? I kind of got this. This kind of reminds me of that LeBron or Mamba mentality symbol or whatever. Tear up the dirt, and it looks good on my toolbox. I like to throw some thread locks, some extra screws. Extra grub screws if the pinion gets loose, or extra body pins. I have all that stuff in there when I run. But anyways, guys, there it is. That's the Rlaarlo with the little scratches from just accidentally shooting up. And now the gyros turn on, and I showed you guys how to do that. I switched to the speed pinion gear because I like it fast, and I added the decals. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.